Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Jaden Show. It's Sunday. I hope you've had a spectacular week, and I hope you're just taking it easy and chilling, getting some well-deserved rest in before you have to start another week of slogging it. There is no better way to help you relax and unwind than introducing you to wonderfully creative people here on the Jaden Show. Today is no different. I'm taking you to Canada today to meet DIY punk rocker, the amazing Feura. You're going to meet her in a minute, but you know what? Let's check out her music video because it's bloody ace.
It's the perfect weather to lose your head.
Nail polish, studded shoulders. You get mad that I don't listen to the man as I get older. Do you remember being young and wanting more than something broke you? You get mad 'cause you can't own me, yeah. If it were up to me, yeah, I would beat up your ego, and I would make you say
Reminder, the world is ending!
Super cool. I bloody love it. Bloody love it. Now, I know you desperately want to meet her, but you're going to have to wait a couple more minutes. Maybe not even a couple, maybe 1.5 minutes while we go to a quick Jaden Show commercial break. Okay, it is time to introduce you to the Jaden Show's special guest this week. Please put your hands together and welcome to the Jaden Show, the amazing Feura. Feura, welcome to the Jaden Show. Oh my God, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited to be here, Jaden, and thank you for having me.
A bloody pleasure. Like we just chatted before I remember to press record, that I've been kind of caning your music all morning. Of course, I've listened to you before, you know, since we started chatting, but I was caning it this morning, and mate, I needed a cup of tea and a lay down. Like, where'd you get your bloody energy from?
I don't know. I always say that there's like a group of like 10 screaming squirrels just like rattling around in my brain at all times. It's like a superpower, little bit of a curse when I try to go to sleep, but you know, it brings a lot of fun.
And I guess a curse if someone throws you peanuts or something like that. You just
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can get me to do anything. I'm easy to explain that way.
Me too. Fun that.
Oh,
Peanuts and licorice sticks. Yeah, I'm very. So just putting that out there for anyone watching. You know now how to win us both. Quite frankly.
Exactly.
So tell me, I want to know all about you. I want you to take me back to little mini. Was you a little mini punk rocker, or was you kind of doing Brittany kind of workouts in the front room? Tell me all about you.
I grew up in rural Ontario with like no introduction to music. I didn't start doing music till like recently, actually. I grew up listening to like AC/DC, Led Zeppelin was the only thing playing on like rock radio while I was like out planting trees as a kid. And it was like my parents are always like, we don't know exactly what happened for you to become what you are, but I kind of point towards, I used to play hockey. And I had 6 concussions, and by the 6th one, like something rattled in my brain that helped make me into who I am today, and I think that's punk rock. But no, to speak more seriously, I grew up playing hockey, but at a young age, when I was like, I want to say 10 years old, I had my first major role as orphan number 12 in Annie. They didn't even mic me. They just thought, oh, cute Asian kid, we'll put them the back. But that was my introduction to stage, and honestly I really did fall in love with like the rehearsal process and live performing in general, and it kind of funneled me into doing more theater. So I grew up always doing like theater camps in the summer, all throughout high school. Like my major focus was like, I want to be a theater director, I want to be on the other side of the table. Yeah, so I always had a love for like live theater and that kind of stuff. And growing up in the country, there wasn't like really an option outside of like country music, and being the flamboyant thing that I am, I wouldn't say country music is exactly the best introduction for someone like me. But yeah, I ended up moving to Toronto in 2020 to pursue theater. At the same time, it was like COVID, and once coming out of COVID, I started going to like a lot of punk shows and stuff. I was like really craving that community element that like, you know, we were like terminally online. The best that I had was there was no theater, because how are you supposed to do theater online? That's why we have film, right? Yeah. There were some attempts. I like directed a show online and it was fine, but again, there's a reason we have film. But yeah, like kind of got into like online hyperpop, like DJ raves and stuff, and thought that was like the ultimate form of music. And then I went outside and touched grass. No shade to hyperpop, I still love it. But I got like into I ended up getting into the punk community, found that the mosh pit and like rock and all of that, like the certain part that I got into was very freeing in the respect of like, I was able to discover who I am in a way of just like so many people being like, it doesn't matter, like do whatever you want, shave my head. I had 2 mohawks. I ended up hurting my neck because of the 2 mohawks, so I don't have them anymore. But yeah, just totally fell in love with like the freedom of community that punk brings, and I was like, I love this so much. I'm now gonna make this my entire everything. So
bloody right, yeah. Obviously, I kind of would have thought that you kind of came out with like a ring through your nose and a mohawk, because it just kind of fits you so well. It's amazing. What do your family think about your punk rock choice? I love, by the way, quickly to interject, that you say DIY punk rock art. I bloody love that, because I'm a DIY pop star, so I kind of really get
Hell
that.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, well, I think too, especially coming from like a not just like DIY background, but like there's so much value in like community and growing together as an arts community.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Lose Your Head as an album and the music video we made, that was just a matter of like coming together with a bunch of other artists who were just like, this is a great idea. We're all looking to like expand on the creative outlooks that we're doing and like get into more projects that we're just really passionate about. And we like, I had like a team of 15 volunteers, shout out to Milk Crate Collective for doing that, who were just like, we really love the vision and what you're bringing. We want to help you bring this to life. And like literally the entire set of that music video is just like stuff from my family's like garage. Like the radio and all that stuff. It's just like, I don't know, random stuff that we own, right? But yeah, just it was funny. You also mentioned the nose ring. I actually used to have one, but then it grew. You know how like you take a nose ring out for a minute and it goes through? Yeah.
I had many. I had like eyebrows and lips and everything done. And I just can't be bothered now. I mean, I moved to like the Caribbean side of Mexico, so I kept getting infections. I think because of the humidity.
Oh yeah.
So now I sing at a very beautiful boutique hotel in the center of the city where I live now in the mountains, and occasionally I rock up in like jeans that are kind of like each leg is like this wide, and a hoodie, a baseball cap, and I've got like a clip-on nose ring because I really can't be bothered to get anything else pierced now. I'm getting a bit too old, I think. I'm probably going to get my labret done. Oh, did you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and they got so infected. My body hates piercings.
Yeah,
like,
mine too.
I even had a double earlobe on one side, and that one just like totally got infected. Yeah, so I stick to tattoos.
I've got this done. That's growing out. I've had my eyebrows done like 3 times, but they grow out. I had this part here pierced.
Oh my gosh, you had like a dermal piercing in your hand.
Mate, I was pinching it because I'm I'm typical gay boy, like I'm a real wuss at times, right? Don't like anything that hurts, right? So this was like, so I kept sticking my fingernail, and I'm sticking my fingernail in it, and it's not too bad. Oh no, it was this side actually. It's not too bad, and I was like, oh my god. And then I went to get it pierced because my mate was practicing piercing. Shit me. Like you could hear, I was living in London, and you could probably hear the screams in Cape Town. Like I really gayed out on that one. Like it was agony. And then I used to work with these disabled adults, and we were on a trampoline, and the trampoline had a net wall, and I held onto the net wall, and this kid jumped, and the net kind of went down, got my piercing, and ripped it out. So I'm like, we done. I'm not doing. I had my belly pierced. I had my belly pierced, obviously, before I got too fat and it came out, and my tongue pierced as well. And I had my tongue pierced for 10 years, and every single morning I had to push it through the bottom because it was.
Oh my gosh!
My body don't like piercing, so I'm going for tats now. That's
I met this one rocker. He was like. It was long time, like played Road Warrior type, and he told me he had his nipples pierced 6 times because they'd gone through, come out, gone through, like got ripped out or something, and he said by the 6th time of getting his nipples pierced, because you know that like every time you get it done there's more scar tissue, he had to have. He was probably, I think, in his like 40s or 50s at the time. He had to have 2 big like tattoo shop guys hold him down because he was screaming in pain while they pierced his nipples again. He went, I don't know. I feel like anyone watching this would pay money for this at this point.
I bet they were like bloody football studs, football boot studs.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh
and he was
my
like,
God.
After this, if the nipple piercings come out, I'm not doing this again. Like, once you have to have 2 guys holding you down.
Yes, even I would have stopped it before that. I mean, the whole 2 big guys holding me down probably wouldn't have been the issue, but the pain bit would have been the issue, to be fair. I'm going to get I had this bit tattooed because I was never going to get a lip piercing again, but I'm going through that midlife crisis where like photos flash up when I was young and pretty and had my lip pierced. I'm thinking, I might do it again. One more time. Yeah, because I took that one out because an ex didn't like it.
But put it back in there.
Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking, well, I'm just going to get it redone. But anyway, thank you for coming. Bye. No, so cool. So where did you get your like, who influenced you? I mean, like, if you were kind of brought up in an environment where there was very little kind of music going around you, were your family listening to stuff at the time, or was it just kind of like a very limited?
Yeah.
Maybe the radio was on, or.
it was funny because like I mentioned like AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, all that stuff. I actually hated it with my whole heart.
Really?
Because it was like it was just the fact that like the radio was kind of just like always on, and it was always like the same like hits from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And like I really didn't like it for a long time. Now growing into like myself and I guess like being able to choose the music I listen to, I actually come back to those tunes. I'm like, okay, I love it now. But like growing up as a kid, it was very much like the soundtrack of like being unable to escape like rural Ontario. And I was like, there has to be more outside of this. And to shout out a Canadian band that I got really into was July Talk, if you've ever heard of them before. Yeah, when I was 14, I ended up like going finally to like my first concert in the big city, and even then, like I still didn't know that I really wanted to seriously pursue music. It was more of a matter of like I was getting really into interactive theater, and I was like, I really want to make theater where like you talk to people one on one and like create an experience for them and like write the show during the night and it changes every night. I was like, wait a minute, this is just like a crappy version of music. Doing a concert, right? And then I realized, because like, to give one thing to theater is that like sometimes you have to be like a little bit beholden to like there's not a lot of money to be made in theater, so you have to be kind of beholden for what companies want rather than like what you want to say sometimes. And I was getting kind of fed up with that because people were like, oh, it's too much. Like I'm proud to say I am too much. I realized like coming into music, I also got into it a bit over COVID of just like I had all this creative energy and I needed something to do with it. So I got into like kind of like making music on my computer, right? And I realized, oh my gosh, like creating concerts and live experiences like that, I'm writing the message that I actually want to write. Mm-hmm. And I got really into watching videos of like the Plasmatics. If you've heard of, yeah. And they would like bring up like a chainsaw on stage, right? Like saw these guitars in half and like smash windows and like yell ACAB and stuff. And I'm like, the young punk that I am, I was like, this is the most incredible thing. This is what I want to do. But yeah, it was actually more like the local scene that really got me and like inspired me. And now if I'm to look at like who I really look up to, in terms of like performers that like I would aspire to even come close to one day, is like, as much as I have my punk side, I also just really love good performers. And I have to say, like, Lady Gaga is incredible. Just her range and dynamics and her creativity that she brings to every project. Like, one of the people I'm really inspired by. I love Pink. I've young blood mixed person. I like his live performances. His music's okay. Right, yeah. But he's an incredible live performer, and I'm like, I respect the hell out of that. And yeah, Prince, Michael Jackson, like classics. So
legends. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, but I really look up to people like that, and I want to bring my own, like, how can we infuse like punk ethos and DIY and all of that to like also the creative legends that are people like that as well.
Well, you're doing it. You're already creating
Thank you.
So, you know, it's amazing. How did you find your band?
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. So basically, what's the level of things I can... My drummer's a very good story. He's like my brother. I am a solo artist, but my band is guys that I've played with for a while. My drummer is pretty consistent. He and I have been playing together for like, I want to say 4 years now. Okay. And then my guitarist and I, like, about 2 years. And we're pretty like solid together as like the three of us. And then, you know, bassist, backup vocalist. I like to invite like actors on stage. They're all just different people in the community I know. But my drummer, I actually had a different drummer before him because I had somebody else who actually drummed for a mega church. And then her dad found out that she was drumming for me and went, oh, hell no. And like, she like came up and was like, dude, I'm sorry. Like my dad just, there's no way. And she ended up like moving to America and becoming like a super Christian religious preacher. And I was like, that's fair that you can't be associated with me. My entire brand being like the polar opposite of everything that you would say. And then I was like desperate for a drummer, and I accidentally like kind of was on too many things. And I went to this show and I was like floating. I felt like I was like soaring. And I watched this band and I was like, this is the most glorious, excellent band. That drummer is incredible. And then I got his Instagram and like hit him up, and he was just like, he couldn't even play on tempo. Just god awful. I had one show booked with him, and now I know, don't scout for musicians after, you know, too many drinks.
Too many candies.
Yeah, exactly. And anyways, he was just awful, and I ended up playing one show with him, and I met my other drummer because he was opening for my band at the time, and he was great, and I wasn't drinking that night. I never drink when I get on stage. I'm very like, I'm here to show up and give the best I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, he blew me away. He also has matching eyeliner with me. He's Vietnamese, I'm Chinese, so we like look like brother and sister. It's quite funny. Yeah, it's kind of like Cheech and Chong whenever we show up to stuff. Like, and yeah, my guitarist, I ended up meeting him through an incredible program called the Canadian Musicians Cooperative. They're a cooperative music group out of Canada. Their head office is like not too far from me. I'm currently working for them right now, helping to build out like a 3-hour live show, and we're like building out music for emerging artists to learn, and then I'm gonna come in and actually work with them on like improving stage presence and doing some live music coaching with a bunch of their emerging artists. So I'm very like, I don't want to just like develop my skills. I think it's really important to like give back to the community.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So him is a little bit less of an interesting story. He was just good and committed, and I was like, you're fun.
You'll have that.
Exactly.
That's a bloody good story, because that's bloody rare, mate, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. And he's really like, that's Cedric and Ed. They're amazing, and I love them.
Yeah, no, they're really good. The whole kind of, the whole ensemble, I mean, the whole project just looks and works amazingly. It's so super cool. What's going on for you guys at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, right now we're still like, of course, promoting the album. And then coming up into July, it's funny, June is Pride Month, but all of my Pride-related activities are happening in July. Month. Exactly. I have Pride we have London, Ontario, the less cool of the Londons, but hey, I still love them.
Nonetheless, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. We have like France, I think, or Paris, like Ontario. It's very odd here in Canada. But yeah, I love London. They have one of the best like alternative music communities, and they've been so like giving towards wanting to give me opportunities to perform and like come and work with communities. So shout out to them. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing London Pride. I'm gonna play Collingwood Pride. Coming up in August, we got like festival performances at Kempenfest, Gossipalooza, and yeah, that's kind of just giving the best live performances right now. And then we're booking into the winter season too, but I can't say too much yet. It's not announced.
Okay, maybe another show before then. So, like, how long, like, have you guys been like doing this as the group that you are now, almost?
Yeah, I mean, like, again, like as a solo artist, like I have been like Feura as a project kind of actually started in drag. So I was like weird. I was doing punk, but before the venues opened back up, I was still doing like hyperpop. So I would show up and like open for drag queens with just me and my laptop and like do this hybrid music drag in between show. Shout out to Pride Toronto. I don't know how this happened. I kind of do. I have an assumption, but at like 18 years old, they hired me to be the host of like one of their biggest stages. And I was like, that was a choice. That was awesome. I think it was actually because I showed up to, you ever heard of lesbian strip brunch?
To be honest, no.
It was like a thing in the city where it was just like they would have like lesbian community gatherings, and they had a strip brunch, and the stripper quit, who was supposed to come and like dance for all these women eating brunch. So I was like, hey, give me the microphone and I'll hype everybody up. I guess I would have been 19 at this time. Let me clarify. And I ended up like hosting the event and getting like people to like jump up and be like, who wants to come dance on the pole? And then I guess the organizer was like on the board of Pride and was like, guess we'll hire you to host a stage. But yeah, like before that I was doing the whole drag thing. Then I got into the punk community, and then I started kind of forming different bands out of that, of all different people who would like back me up as Feura, I guess. And then I kind of solidified into who I'm working with now, just through trials and tribulations of band politics.
Yeah, absolutely. That will, I've done 4 years of these shows, and when I've done bands, they've never had the same lineup that they started with.
Yeah,
Bob,
exactly.
he's got a wife and kids, so we can't do Thursdays anymore because his kid's going to Scouts, and yes, there's always issues, right? So,
Yeah.
what would you say has been like the highlight of your career so far? What has been the most enjoyable thing when you thought, shit, man, I'm actually doing this now?
Yeah, well, a clip's gonna be coming up from my album release show that was on May 22nd, and I have to say that was by far like kind of like my holy crap moment of my career so far, because it was like that show wasn't only just supported by me. Again, it was like supported by the Canadian Musicians Cooperative, but it was just me, and Jules is Dead was the opener, and we premiered 3 music videos. So one of them has come out, that's Lose Your Head. We still got 2 other music videos coming out that were all premiered that night, but we had everybody there because like this album has been like a 2.5 year process, right?
Wow,
so
okay.
my production team, shout out to Lex and Mark from the band Featurette, if you heard of them before, but they have an incredible writing production team called Illegal Audio based out of the city here. They're just awesome, incredible people who like have helped me a lot in the mentorship of like developing my sound as an artist, because I think that's something that's so important, is like, what is your like signature of, like they said, if you're an instrument in the orchestra, we have to figure out what instrumentation is going to work with you.
Right.
And I was like, whoa, I had never heard that like recording in my computer before. I used to just set up like a microphone in front of a random amp and be like, all right, that's why you bring experts in, right? But yeah, they've been amazing. Cried my soul out to them so many times, and they've been like, great, keep going. We're writing this down. But yeah, like they were there, had the team that helped like bring all the music together there. We had my friends at the Canadian Musicians Cooperative who, they also DIY'd the whole setup with the different camera angles and everything.
Okay.
So they were there, filming it all. And also just to mention like the incredible community support of the people who believe in me. Like I'm so lucky to say like, I love everyone in my audience. Like, I don't know. Sometimes you show up to like shows and you're like, these people are kind of assholes, right? You get that like ick. But like my audience, I'm like every single person. I'm like, I want to be friends with you. Like, just nice, genuine community energy. So yeah, that's been the highlight.
You're already achieving everything you set out to achieve, so it can only just get bigger and better, right?
I literally was having a conversation about this with somebody like 2 days ago where I was like, honestly, I'm already like living the dream. Like all I've ever said is that I want to be able to do music full time. Whether that be, doing the artistry or like helping out in the community or anything related to music. And I'm already living that. So I'm like, it really can only go up from here.
Mate. And I wish you all the luck in the world for it to just go soaring. That's the plan.
Thank you.
That'd be amazing. Do you write your own stuff as well?
Yes, I do. Everything that, like, I'm a big person who, like, I always think having more people work on music is a better thing. It's like, again, it comes into that community element of like, I'm gonna write this little thing and I'm gonna bring to someone else. They're gonna give their input on it, and then so for this particular album project, the way that it was like Lex, Mark, and I pretty much like locked ourselves in a room and we're like, we're gonna like write this out, figure it out. We did like sessions throughout, and I would bring material and be like, here, check this out. What do we think? And they'd be like, all right, let's expand on this. Cause I think so many different people, like, I'm not somebody who likes to necessarily sit in my room alone and like cry over my guitar. Like I definitely do that 100%, but like I love other people's input and other people's creativity. And I think even that shows in like the live shows. Like I've had new musicians or come in and whether that be like a second rhythm guitar or bassist, they're like, oh, what do you want me to play? Like, what am I supposed to do? And I'm like, okay, here's the basis, here's the chords. Now give me the flavor of you into my music.
Yeah.
That's what I want to hear. I don't want my live show to sound like the record. I want it to sound like an expression of everyone on stage. So that's been the process of like creating and how I come into really every creative project.
No, well, a stew is really bland if it's just water, right? It's getting
Exactly.
as many flavors, but flavors that actually work with and bring out the other flavors rather than obviously something that's going to clash. So that's amazing that you're doing that. What's going on for you at the moment? What's happening right now for you?
Yeah, right now it's connecting with more people like yourself, going out. I got an interview tomorrow with some radio, which is going to be awesome. And it's just more getting ready for those music video releases that are coming out with the album. And of course, like, get more people into the community around Lose Your Head as the album out now, if you haven't checked it out. Talking to the viewers, not you. I know you have.
Yes, and some.
Yeah, but we're also like looking into potentially working over the winter to do like some acoustic versions
Nice.
of things off of the songs off the album. So I think right now definitely like an acoustic version of Lose Your Head I think would be coming in the future, and riffing off of maybe doing some covers or something like that too, just to load up that winter schedule.
Well, it sounds like you're going to be very busy over the next coming months, but if you had to look like we just covered, like you set out to be able to do music full time in whatever format that kind of brings, and that's now what you're doing. So you've already reached goal number one. So like, what are your kind of long term and maybe even kind of short term plans for the future?
Oh, I've always said my like ultimate dream is to like be Stinky on a road bus and just play 200 shows a year. Like, that's my heart. Like, for some artists, it's like, I want to be in the studio, I want to be cooking. Like, I have a friend, love him. He is a guitar god. His name is Lyric. I think he has like 11 or 12 albums under his belt. Like,
Oh, really?
he's a studio rat, and like, it shows. He's like such a virtuoso at his instrument, right? But nah, I'm like, put me on the road. I love nothing more than connecting with people face to face. And then I've always said, like, my shows aren't me trying to like, everyone come and like worship on stage like the artist. I'm like, no, that's not me. That's Kanye. But I want to be the leader of the party, and that's how I very much treat it. So that is the ultimate goal, and like, more opportunities like this. So again, thank you for having me on, and like expanding out to honestly like my next goal of like my ideal country that I want to go play more music in is the UK.
Really?
So,
Cool. They would love you.
well, yeah, that's what I've been told. Like,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like, that's the OG spot of punk, right? So
Listen, if you get there, especially like Camden and all that area in London, if you get there, let me know in advance, and I'll try and get back to London at the same time, because I'd love to come and watch you live, and I get to see.
Oh, hell yeah.
again. That would be super cool. Where can
That'd be
people?
awesome.
Obviously, they love you. So where can they find you? Where are you on social media?
yeah, you can find me across social media at Feura.mp3. That's Feura.mp3 on YouTube. Just Feura. You can look up my brand new album, Lose Your Head. And you can also join our community Discord. Pretty easy to find once you find my social media. But that's how we stay up to date as a community.
Fantastic. And all your music's on every download and streaming platform, right?
It sure is. And hey, if you're like extra punk rock and you want to support directly, go check out the album on Bandcamp. Even a purchase of a single song goes a long way as an independent artist. Really means the world. And yeah.
Absolutely. And you have your own website.
I do, yes, FeuraMusic.com. In case you don't want to look up individually, everything is also available at
Go there.
FeuraMusic.com.
Bloody wonderful. Feura, you're an absolute bloody superstar, and I'm so chuffed that you got time out of your crazy ass schedule to come and speak to me today. I would like you to come back on the show in, like when your album's out and your next album, and come and update me. We'll do a Jaden show special. And
Absolutely. Thank you so
we'll stay in
much.
touch. That would be bloody lovely. And if you get to London, so let me know in advance, and I'll see if I can get there, because it would be great to see you in my country. That would be super cool.
For sure. And I have to say too, a little bit fan of the show. I checked out your videos before I came on here, and I was like, oh, Jaden's a great interviewer. And I have to say, you
Oh, bless you,
were
mate.
incredible today. Truly.
I'm just a gobshite. I just like talking. I live in the
Me too,
mountains
and that's
of
why
Mexico.
you're great.
Well, yeah, see, like minds, like attracts like, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it is. But no, we'll stay in touch definitely because I'm following you everywhere. I can't wait. Your new videos will be coming out on YouTube. I take it as well.
Lose Your Head music video is already out
It's
now, so
already
if you
there,
want to
yeah.
check it out. And then the two other music videos are coming out this summer, so keep an eye out for those.
Sweet. Well, I've already subscribed, so people at home, I suggest you do the same because if you like Lose Your Head, then you're gonna love the two new ones as well. I can't wait, quite frankly. I'm now your fan. Hashtag just saying.
Oh, thank you.
Pleasure, mate. Pleasure, mate. Well, thank you so much. I wish you all the love, luck, and success on the planet. I look forward to catching up with you again with future ventures, and we will stay in touch.
Hell yeah. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks.
See you later, mate. Take care. Bye bye. How bloody amazing is that artist? I really do hope you go and follow her on all of her social media platforms and go and download Feura's music on all download and streaming platforms as well. Go and show Feura some support. That would be bloody wonderful. Thank you for joining me. I'm not going to leave you empty. I'm going to leave you with another song, a very recent song called Ride Baby Ride from Feura as well. So we're going to end the show on that. Make sure you go and follow Feura on all social media platforms. Please subscribe, please like, please share all her stuff. Do that with this show as well. Please like this YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Please hit the tinkly bell so I can continue introducing you to some wonderful, wonderful people. You take care. Have a wonderful new week. I will see you on the Jaden Show next week. Until then, ta-ra for now. Big hug. Stay beautiful. Bye-bye.